I'm sure that affected your mental clarity, all the concussions, and then
Yeah, so I remember specifically after one of my concussions, I just like lost the ability to do critical thinking.
really,
Like if I and it wasn't like I lost it. I could do it. I would just get a headache.
yeah, I remember in our computer class, I'm pretty sure you had a concussion, and you were just out of it all the time.
Yeah, and I think I might not have even said I had a concussion for a while.
Yeah,
I think cuz
well, I think
I
yeah, I
didn't
don't
want my
know.
football season to end.
Yeah, that you did tell me that you didn't. It was your senior year. You didn't want
Yeah,
to.
well, so I get a concussion in a scrimmage before week 1, but I at this point I believe I was starting on defense, but no, I was second string on offense at running back. But in the scrimmage I was at running back and I took a hit to the head, and it was just like I was like in a daze, and I thought, okay, I'll just tell coach that I think I might have a concussion or something. Maybe I'll be out for like a week, cuz it wasn't like too bad, but it
Mhm.
wasn't but like me playing through it made it so much worse.
Yeah, I'm
But then
sure.
coach told me that I was going to start week 1 at running back, and like
Oh,
then I was like, but like he told me that before, and I don't know
jeez.
what that was,
I forgot this thing was here.
but then I was like, I'm not going to sit out now.
Yeah.
And then we did some drill where it was just like offense versus defense, but it was like the starting defense versus the backup offense, except I was at running back, and they basically just ran me in the middle every play,
Oh,
and I was just taking hits to the head every time. And I actually was puking at practice that day
really?
from just the pain in my head. I was so nauseous.
That's terrible.
And the trainer, like they sent me to the trainer, and I said it was something I ate at lunch, and she was giving me electrolyte packets.
Really?
Yeah, and like I remember like eating the electrolyte gummies or whatever, just thinking in my head, I know that these are not gonna do anything.
Yeah, that's terrible, man.
And then weeks and weeks later, it was like some pep rally where I was just so out of it, and then my friends forced me
Yeah.
to tell that I had the concussion.
Yeah, well, it could have affected you for your whole life if it got bad
Yeah,
enough.
it definitely could have. I remember that practice where I was puking. It felt like my brain was like
Mush.
expanding.
Oh,
Like
oh,
it literally like
dude.
felt like my head was like getting squeezed.
Yeah, that's a bad headache.
Yeah, but I'm here today. No
I
issues
know.
anymore.
My friend from Tingsboro, he I don't know, he got hit in practice, I think, or maybe in a game and hurt his back, and he played through the whole season, and his back was broken. I don't know what part of his back was broken, but his back was broken at the end of the season. And if he, got it checked out before when he originally got hit, maybe it wouldn't have been broken. And
Yeah.
he still has like back problems now, not like
Well, I
crazy,
think
but
that's the thing. They just like they pressure you to be very tough, especially in a sport
yeah.
like football.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
like I remember track being so much different. Like cuz I did track too.
Hmm.
So like in football it was toughen up, play through it. And in track it was like,
I
"Oh,
know.
you're not feeling too good.
You
Just
twist
don't
your ankle, don't even run.
don't run.
Do not run.
You're going to ruin your career if you run." Like
Yeah.
cuz it was more individual. They wanted you to be at your best versus
Yeah.
be in football it's you got to you can't let your teammates down.
I think there's only a few sports that are like that. It's like football, hockey, and like wrestling, and maybe some others.
Yeah, where they really push you to
Yeah.
play through it.
Yep. Like even basketball, if you like twist your ankle and you're limping around, get them out. Don't put them
Yeah,
back
I
in.
mean, it might be different in like playoffs for
Oh
basketball,
yeah.
but basketball has so many games in the regular season that
Yeah.
they can afford
Yeah.
to miss a few.
Yeah. So they
Whereas
don't get
football,
hurt.
it's like every game matters.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big thing. That's with football players and CTE and so
Yeah,
when
especially
your
NFL
career is
players.
yeah when your career's for years and years and years you're hitting people and you're getting hit. I mean, it's gonna take a toll on you eventually.
Yeah, like I think a lot of NFL players they come out and say that after they're retired, they come out and say that they had like plenty of concussions that they just dealt with. They didn't go to
Yeah.
anybody, but because it was very frowned upon, like
Yeah.
it kind of looked
Well,
like
because
you were
then you
being a
look like a wimp.
pansy. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like if you break your arm, everyone can see that.
Yeah.
If you have a concussion, no one
No
else
one
can
can
see
see it.
that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Um,
So someone who has a concussion, you might just think, oh, they're just faking it,
yeah,
and in some cases they might be. Who?
I think a lot of people do. I never had a diagnosed concussion, and I say that only because I genuinely believe one time I did have a concussion. Uh, I was probably in fourth grade or fifth grade, and it was at gym class. Maybe it was after school, but me and Jeremy were playing football with a bunch of kids, and Jeremy completely decked me, and I literally passed out. And then, uh, they brought me in, asked me a few questions. I got all the answers right, like as president and what's the date and stuff. So I knew that, but honestly, I just don't remember like anything in the next like month after that. I don't know if it maybe I just got hit pretty hard, but I feel like I had a concussion. Maybe. It was never diagnosed though. It wasn't so bad that I had to go to the
Yeah,
hospital.
I specifically remember whenever, because I remember getting a concussion from someone whipping a softball and me not knowing it was coming, and it hit me right in the back of the head.
Oh, dude.
But it was out of football season, so I didn't want to deal with the whole concussion protocol when I wasn't even doing a contact sport.
Yeah.
So I just said I felt fine,
Oh,
and then I didn't go through any of the protocol stuff. But it wasn't like that did anything bad because I wasn't actually going to be taking any hits.
yeah. Yeah,
It
that's
was
true.
just schoolwork was
It is
the
different
same
when you're
load.
in uh yeah, it's different when you're in a sport, especially a contact sport. And
Yeah, like you got a concussion and you get the second hit because I know second concussion syndrome is like very bad.
is it what is that? Is it
I think it can be lethal. It's when you already have a severe concussion
Oh, when
and
you
you
get hit
get a
again.
second concussion.
So what's a concussion exactly? Cuz I don't know
I th-
exactly. It's like your brain hits your skull.
it's like kind of like that. I think people don't realize a lot of them they just think it's like the hit, but it's like the whip.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
think more of it's the whip.
so it's your brain just kind of gets sloshed around.
Yeah, which obviously is not good.
Yeah, I can't imagine that being a good thing.
No, well, yeah, but it can be really bad. Like it's
Yeah.
not just a little mild thing. You like man up. No, you gotta deal with those.